Welcome back to my channel. Today I am sewing in my second really temporary studio. This week's video is going to be more of a vlog on each one of the blocks. Maybe not each one, depends on how the filming goes. But today it is overcast and cloudy and I am spending the day in my sewing room. I have my candle going out in my kitchen area. And I can smell it in here. It's pine tree. So plug your iron in and come sewing with me. Big spool, number 147. At least this one's corners right here match up, but it's big. So number 147, big spool. I'll be really glad when these blocks are over. I love the process, but I have to admit they're getting really labor intensive. I've got 36 left to do. I still have so much sewing to do for Christmas. But I got a little bit of free time right now, so I can crank these out. I'm also making, this is a really old pattern. I'll cover up the name. I got it at a yard sale. But I'm making this little white one down here for my granddaughter. She has asked a couple years in a row for just an old-fashioned flannel nightgown. And I'm going to make that. And I have 3 aprons to make. I won't say who they're for because those recipients sometimes watch. So I had better get cracking. 16 half square triangles. I'm on block 148 rodeo. Yeah, I can already tell this is going to be kind of a labor intensive block. When you have to cut out like almost 50 pieces between all these pieces, you pretty much know it's going to be a labor intensive block. Last Friday, my daughter sent her husband off to Iraq. I learned something from him over the Thanksgiving weekend. He says he loves Pinterest. And I thought, a guy likes Pinterest? He said, you know what? I can see what Sarah likes on there. I can see, I could learn about her before I even dated her. I would peek at her Pinterest pages. He says, now I have a Pinterest account just so I can see and get ideas for gifts or for things that she likes or just her quotes that she has on her quote board. I get an idea of who she is and what she likes. I thought that is a really good idea for a man to say about his girlfriend or intended spouse or spouse. What a great idea. I think that's a great thing. He says he gets gift ideas. He gets, it's been a couple stage process. In the beginning, it was just getting to know her likes and her dislikes. And now he uses it to get her gifts and to see what she likes and doesn't like. And now, especially with him over in Afghanistan, it's just another way for him to keep in contact and to learn about her still. In addition, I just want to say that Pinterest isn't just for women. I have a Pinterest board. I'm going to admit something here. I enjoy seeing men in plaid shirts. And I'm going to flush, my embarrassed, my cheeks are gonna turn red. I have a Pinterest board called something about plaid shirts. Oh, it melts my heart or something to that effect. But I have lots of Pinterest boards on there that have to do with backyard ideas, fire pits. Someday I want to have a fire pit. I have one entitled Clotheslines. Can I have one? I have asked and asked and asked and asked for a clothesline. I would love to have a clothesline. Maybe someday that will come true. I don't know. But Pinterest is for men also. There's ideas for men on there. You know, in addition to gardening, travel ideas. I have one where I pin my hiking, just lots. And then in addition to sewing and quilting and cooking and gardening and landscape ideas and different things. But I'd have to say that on my Pinterest board, the fire pits, someday I'd like to make a fire pit, and clotheslines and the plaid shirts. Yeah, be still my heart. I love seeing men in plaid shirts, flannel and cotton, both. That's maybe TMI, but plaid shirts, who knew? Okay, I'm back from Hobby Lobby and having lunch with my daughter, and I'm just going to keep sewing these blocks. I'm on number 2 of my 12 for the week, and we're just going to keep going. It's going to snow or something here because it is getting really dark and cloudy. I like it. I love snow. I mean, look at these tiny things. I don't know if you can see them, but they're really tiny. Making progress. These are really small. Okay, and I want to show you the glory of these design boards. They stick. Kind of nice when you go to put them together. They're not all over your sewing table, or they're kind of like the old-fashioned flannel boards. If you ever work with children in a school or a church or a home setting, they're sticky so that they won't slide off. I like them. I really like these design boards. Out of this whole process of these quilt blocks, I have to say the design boards were the neatest tip I picked up. Thank you, Lori Holt. If you notice though, it's not quite like the block 148 in the book because my darks are all going the same direction. And in the book, they're a little different, but I'm not ripping it out. 149, bullseye. I'm kind of happy with the way this one is centered. The little black dots are pretty lined up. Let's see if I can get that pretty straight. So it does look like a bullseye. On to 150. 1.5 inch pieces, all chain pieced together. I'm going to go to the ironing board, and then the next shot, I will show you how this is ending up. I think I'm really going to like this block. This block really is cool. I loved the construction of it, and I love the way it looks. The book has theirs in white and pinkish red. I did mine in white and dark navy blue. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of a cool block called Woven. And again, these blocks on the outside look out of whack because there's not a 1/4 inch seam. But when you get this sewed into a quilt top, you know, that'll be gone. Oh, I can only sew so long because these glasses kind of make me sick. They're just readers. I don't need glasses all the time, and I don't want to wear bifocals right now. I'm fighting my age, trust me. But 151 is called the Extra Mile, and I love it because it's red, white, and blue. If you can see that without me giving away too many of the instructions. Again, this book is copyrighted, so if you're doing this so along with me, you should have your own book. Intellectual property it should be prized and treated with respect. But anyway, 151, the extra mile is red, white, and blue, and I'm staying pretty much true to those colors. I probably only get 1 or 2 more blocks done today, and then I'm going to call it quits, and I'll continue tomorrow. Yeah, I can only do so much with glasses on, and then I have to stop for the day. So I'll just keep going. 151, the extra mile, and I'll see you tomorrow. Day 2, and I'm going to get these blocks done today. I did do a few last night off camera, and I'll review those in a minute. But again, I have my candle going out in my kitchen, and it's smelling like pine. I don't have a Christmas tree yet. I probably will just use a little tiny one that I have for temporary. So I don't have real Christmas tree scent going, but I do have my candle going. And I also have a project today. I'm looking at I'm a Bernina person. I love Bernina. And many years ago, I got my daughter a little Bernina called a Burnette, and it's black with a real pretty fleur-de-lis print on the side by the control panel. And I am going to be servicing her machine today. She's wanting to do some sewing projects for Christmas. She's just now getting into the sewing thing. She's done great in the past, mending and doing a few things, but anyway, she's having problems with her machine. So today I'm going to give her machine a good service and see if I can get it running correctly and the tension fixed and all. But I will keep you posted as these blocks progress. Part of a block. I thought I just had a huge mistake, but I didn't. I was putting a side strip on the long way instead of the short, and I was panicking. I am gonna be really happy with this block. Almost done. Ta-da! I am going to recommend that on number 155, Snowball Fight, you shorten your stitch length a little. These are really small pieces, and yeah, I think it'd be better all the way around if you shortened your stitch length. I'm having a little bit better luck sewing these right on if you shorten your stitch length just a little. On my Bernina, it's about 1.75-ish. Aren't these just the oddest looking things? They look like origami, I think. I'm just chain piecing all the snowballs together for number 155. Okay, I have my apron on here because I've been doing lots of housework. I'm a very domestic being. I love being domestic and I love being outside. But I got all my blocks done for the week. I'm really pushing this because I really, really want to be done with this project at the end of the year. So which after this video means we have 24 blocks left. And then, like I said, there'll be a chance to leave me a comment and win your quilt top quilted by me here in Idaho on my Gamel. I have a Gamel long arm. But with Christmas coming, my calendar here tells me it's about 2.5 weeks away. I would like to get these blocks done. So without further ado, let's review these. I can't remember where I start and stop these videos. So we're gonna do this really quickly. Number 147 is called Big Spool. Really easy block to put together. 148 is called Rodeo. Really, really fun block. They're all fun, except this one was pretty labor intensive, and Snowball Fight, which we'll see here in a minute. Bullseye is number 149. 150 is called Woven. And I just love the back of this. It's almost identical to the front. Woven. 151 is called The Extra Mile. 152 I love is called Cross Angle. I love the pink and the blue together. I'm I love all Civil War fabrics, but this one to me almost kind of looks like a churn dash or just a very traditional looking block. 152 cross angle. 153 English Garden, pretty much almost identical to the colors in the book. 154 is called Lost Ship. Kind of just, it's amazing how easy these go together, but when you're in the middle of one, it takes a lot. And this next one, I think, was our most time-sensitive, labor-intensive block for the week. 155 Snowball Fight. And look at all those little half square triangles. But again, when you lose your 1/4 of an inch over here, they're going to match the snowballs that are inside of the block. 155 Snowball Fight. I love the snow. I love playing out in it, sledding, sliding around, skating. I grew up ice skating, and there's an ice skating rink in my small community. I have a pair of skates and I do ice skate. Snowball fights, building snowman. I love the snow. 156 Windmills. Kind of a different but fun block, very geometric. 158, of course, for the week was my favorite because it's paper pieced. Rafters. Love this. I did vary from the book. The book shows all pink main pieces here, variation of pinks. I just wanted to use my scraps, so I dug for some pieces that were big enough, and this is what I came up with. Rafters, number 157. And 158, I hunted, the book has this cute little beehive with bees on it, and I hunted and hunted, and the closest I could come up with is this. This kind of looks like little bees on it, but it's a Joe Morton fabric. It's called Beehive, number 158. Looks like a beehive, also called bee skeps. I have a bee skep that my mother made me out of pine needles, and it's about yay high, and just a decorative thing. But 158 Beehive. All 12 of these blocks were cut out at one time. That's what you saw on the beginning of this video in that speed, I think time lapse they call it, time lapse mode. I like to cut out all 12 of my blocks at once. I do utilize the design boards, and I just draw an imaginary line. I put one block cut up here and the next block down here. So out of 6 design boards, I get 12 blocks. Just goes faster for me. Loving these design boards. I'm going to continue to use these even after this quilt top project is done, this sew along. Have a great week with your Christmas preparations or whatever holiday you celebrate. I'm going to add these to my box, which I will show you here in 1 minute. This is a tote that I keep all my done blocks in, and it's getting quite full. So there would be a 158 in here now, and we've got 24 to go.